walking in, they're off. The Christmas meeting underway. It's a short run to the first of the 8 scheduled flights. Kintail, yellow jacket for Nico de Boinville, is one of the first to show up to the white-faced Meatloaf on the right, and they were just about the leading pair on touching down. They're going fairly steadily up the straight first time, however, just shy of 30 miles an hour as they make the extended run between the first couple of flights. Kintail to Meatloaf and Spirits Bay and the white and brown racing enthusiastically between horses. Then How and Ever towards the near side in the pink and green. Dysart Enos, the short price favourite. Dark Jacket, the dark blue and white on the sleeves and cap for Paddy Brennan, just in behind the leading cluster. And in turn followed on the approach the second by Beat the Bat with the green sleeves and Soldante in the red and yellow. Ascension Day is on the extreme left. The nose-banded pair, Brenda's asking the check sleeves and Shinji the grey sleeves and cap are held up with Royal Defender orange jacket on the inner just in front of that pair. They turn then to meet Rising Ground and make the run away towards the third, with Dysart Enos at this stage settled in about 5th position, some 4 lengths off the pace-setting Kintail, who gives the lead to Spirits Bay, and Meatloaf with the blue cap tracking the leading pair. How and Ever a little wider out, racing close up in 4th. Dysart Enos down at the running round, accompanied by Beat the Bat with the green sleeves. Break of a couple lengths then to Soldante in the red and yellow, followed by Royal Defender. Brenda's asking, Ascension Day in the dark blue, and Shinji now just about last of the field as they cross out over the third, and not particularly fluent there, Shinji, a rather ragged leap in the final position. Moving on fairly swiftly to the 4th, and Spirits Bay has pulled his way through to come and pressure Kintail for the lead. They race stride for stride now, 3 or 4 lengths ahead of Meatloaf. Dysart Enos took off and landed in 4th, and Spirits Bay has now taken over. He hasn't really settled for Jordan Naylor in the early part of the race. They're already at the 5th, though not yet at halfway. Meatloaf clipping the top on that occasion. And they continue to thin out, and Shinji is not jumping with any fluency at all, and as a consequence is now about 10 lengths behind the rest of them as they race across the top of the track and on towards the 6th. And up ahead, it's Spirits Bay giving a lead to Kintail. Meatloaf, the blue cap, and Dysart Enos out wide in the dark blue, a handy 4th. Soldante in the red and yellow is the next over, just ahead of Beat the Bat, Royal Defender. Brenda's asking in the noseband, How and Ever has lost ground. There's a 4-length break to Ascension Day, who's being pushed along, and a further 6 lengths away to Shinji. And they prepare to freewheel on down the hill now, inside the last 3/4 of a mile, and a very long run towards the second last. Spirits Bay and Jordan Naylor with a little over 2 lengths in hand of Kintail, yellow jacket for Nico de Boinville. Poised in behind the likes of Dysart Enos, the white-faced Meatloaf, and Beat the Bat wider out, the green sleeves for Johnny Burke. Soldante in the red and yellow has latched on to the leading cluster, and then a small break to Royal Defender in the orange jacket ahead of Brenda's asking. Ascension Day, How and Ever just about in touch, and a gap to Shinji, and here's 2 out. Spirits Bay the leader, but is he there on sufferance? There's a whole host of possible challengers on his tail. Kintail against the rail, squeezed along. Beat the Bat improving out wide, and Dysart Enos in the dark blue coming powerfully between horses. They swing for home just outside the last quarter mile, the long run towards the final flight, and Dysart Enos pokes a nose ahead here. Beat the Bat on the left is driven up to challenge. Then Spirits Bay. Kintail can muster only 1 pace. Soldante in the red and yellow keeping on in 4th, and Dysart Enos has sauntered on down towards the last, being pursued by Beat the Bat. These two opening up the final flight. Dysart Enos landed 2 lengths clear. Spirits Bay has crashed out when looking held, hampered Soldante. They're 150 yards out. Brennan nudging away here to make sure, but the mare Dysart Enos is beginning to draw away. She'll remain unbeaten over hurdles. A classy performance, and Paddy Brennan is 1 short of a career landmark. Dysart Enos too good for Beat the Bat. Soldante 3rd. Kintail 4th, shaping with promise in 5th. Brenda's asking.
Paddy Brennan was on board Dysart Enos, our first race winner, and she was really impressive in the end. She is a classy mare.
Yeah, it's effortless for most of the way. Getting there far too soon, especially on that track, I was like, no, but she doesn't like disappointing. She's got that massive stride, and yeah, I like her a lot.
I can understand that. The thing that I really liked here today is that this was a lot tougher. Her jumping really had to stand up, and she was great under pressure too out at the last.
Yeah, she's only going to get better. She's just talented filly that doesn't realise how good she is. She's so easy to train. Tom Broughton rides her every day. Now Darren O'Dwyer, Tom got a shoulder injury, but lads at home are important. You know, they know her. She's not flash. She's not going to blow you away the way she works. She saves it till here.
Is this her trip?
It is at the moment. There's so much options for her. She's exciting.
She got to grade 2 level as a bumper horse. Do you think she can go one higher as a novice hurdler?
Yeah, but we got to wait for that, because if we win one of them in the meantime between now and Cheltenham, we get a £5 penalty. So we'll be playing it small till then, and if she's good enough, it'll be a good day.
Paddy, thank you.
Thank you.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.